Most High has asked me to explain to the collective who are starting their awakening, experiencing the dark night of the soul. In simple terms, it is an eruption in one's life. It can feel very similar to depression. It is a sense of emptiness or meaninglessness. Nothing makes sense anymore. It is a death of our ego. Liberating one's true self. Although it feels negative, it is a very positive shift in consciousness. It is a great opportunity for awakening to your soul's light. The dark night of the soul is a common and necessary part of spiritual awakening to clarity and awareness. It is part of a larger purpose. Now let's explain this a little deeper. It is considered a purification of the soul. It is designed to break down attachments of worldly things, concepts, and even previous immature ideas of faith. It often forces a surrender to a higher, unknown reality, stripping away everything except the essential self. This is usually with a transformed state of consciousness, where life has meaning again. There is no longer a conceptual meaning that one can explain. It is a deeper truth. One emerges with an awakening out of one's mind's conceptual sense of reality, which has collapsed. One feels a deeper sense of purpose and connectedness with a greater life that is not dependent on explanations or anything conceptual any longer. It's a kind of death followed by a rebirth. What dies in dark night of the soul is the egoic sense of self. It is only by experiencing the dark night of the soul that one can liberate into one's true self, one's soul. This journey will heal wounds. Many people experience the emotions of grief as a series of waves with troughs of calm. These waves can come as unpredictably as they do in the ocean. For survivors of long-term abuse, there are many great waves. Sometimes they are long periods of tranquility between them. Sometimes it feels as though there is nothing but wave after wave. And sometimes the waves are small and relatively easy to ride. And sometimes they are great big dumpsters that keep us submerged in grief for much longer than we'd like. The key is to surrender. To surrender, it means not to judge anymore. You accept whatever it is that you experience in that moment. At some point, you finally break through to the other side. Allow life to do what it does. You do not need to seek a breakthrough. It will just happen if you surrendered. You don't need to recreate anything in an artificial way. As dark night of the soul comes to an end, our waves of grief become less frequent and less overwhelming. Each time we surrender to our feelings and feel the sweet relief that comes when our tears suddenly pour forth easily and copiously, we become less resistant. Dark night of the soul typically ends with a dawning of new enthusiasm for life, a new aliveness, a new you.